Where'd you get the booklet from?
Down the street, this lady came and gave it to me. It's a
She was
sign.
walking around right now?
No, it was a security guard, and she was like, "No one's in here right now, but like I'll show you all this stuff." And then she brought me
Oh,
in.
the other building.
Yeah, and she showed me all this
L
stuff.
Ron Hubbard Museum.
Yeah, like I'm never gonna join it, but I was like, I'll look at it. Like it's interesting. And then she gave me all this shit. Like she gave me a free ticket and all this stuff. But like, I'm never gonna like join it.
Okay, so I mean, do you know what it's about, right? So first off, see the Museum of Psychiatry.
Yeah.
They want to ban psychiatry. They want to ban all, any sort of psychotropic drugs.
So they're saying it's an industry of death. Is that what that means?
Yeah, they think that psychiatry is, and listen, I get some of that. Like I do think there have been some abuses over time, but to think that somebody with schizophrenia can fix their problems by just buying a book and Dianetics and taking an enormous amount of vitamins.
Yeah.
That's not, that's kind of crazy. What they believe in, the story of Xenu, right?
No, I don't know any of this stuff.
Right,
I just know it's like weird and it's like people.
So
don't
they
like
believe 78 million years ago there was overcrowding in another galaxy. So they froze 1 billion people, brought them to Earth, dropped them in a volcano. That volcano you see on that picture right there, dropped them in a volcano. Then dropped a hydrogen bomb on the volcano. Their spirits rose up. They captured their spirits, brainwashed them, flung them out. They're stuck to you, and it causes everything bad in your life. So they want to help you get rid of it. It's going to cost you lots. It's going to cost you hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars.
So there's no way to do it for free.
Yes.
Oh, there is?
Yeah, the lady who you saw giving out the booklet, she's in what they call the Sea Org. That's their paramilitary organization.
Okay.
They have to work 110 hours a week. They get paid $0. They get $47 a week allowance. They live in an old hospital, 4 to 6 room in bunk beds.
Damn.
They have no connection with their family, no internet access.
That's so weird.
No
Because
cell
they're not
phone.
allowed to.
Yeah, no, not allowed to.
That's fucking.
So they're completely disconnected, but they'll give you coursework for free. But you're essentially a slave too.
But what's like why do you think she does that? Like what's her why? You know what I
She's a
mean?
poet.
No, but like what does she benefit?
Their goal is to build up Scientology. They used to have 80,000 members. Now they have about 20,000 members worldwide. So they're shrinking. They have to recruit new members.
Yeah.
They're having a terrible time recruiting new members.
Yeah.
They have quotas that they have to meet, and these days they're not really meeting their quotas. And if they don't meet their quotas, they get in trouble. So they're out here at night, on Friday night, out here passing that out. They want you to
of course.
go to the Museum of Psychiatry over there and get you
I was just
involved.
over there, bro. Yeah. Damn. So who came up with like the volcano story?
That's L Ron Hubbard.
How did he come to that conclusion? Do you know?
He had, okay, so listen, this is a guy who had severe mental illness himself. He's been told that his whole life. So he was a science fiction writer, and he created his own sort of writings that kind of would prove that he wasn't crazy, that psychiatry is just all wrong. They don't know what they're talking about.
That's why this.
And so then he created that book, and then it was selling. And so he said the best way to make money is to make sure it creates a tax-exempt organization around it, create a religion, and now the money he's bringing in is now tax-free.
Interesting. So why do people like Tom Cruise join it, for instance? Like, what does he gain out of it, do you think?
He's just good friends with David Miscavige, the guy who runs the joint.
Okay.
And listen, they love bomb them along the way. At some point, they take advantage. Listen, I think they take advantage of people who have mental health issues to begin with. They prey on those people or people who are broken. And I think this place is full of people with mental health issues, and it just appeals to them. So I think.
Do they live up there?
So people that live up here, yeah, all these rooms are full, 4 to 6 per room. The people that live here don't actually work here because that would actually break trafficking laws. You can't live and work in the same location so they work in our like media building over on the junction. They come here at around 11 o'clock, 7:30 the next morning, get back on the bus, and they go back over there. That's 7 days a week. The ones that work in here, they go to the blue building, the old hospital, and come back here. And this is what life is like for them. So yeah, I mean, here's what I'll say. Did they mention that they were Scientology? Did they talk about Scientology a whole lot?
More than like I asked about. Like,
What were they trying to sell to you?
Well, I was like standing by the window, just like looking in the window because they were closed. And the security lady, who's obviously like in it, she comes out and she sees me looking and she like tries to like sell me and then she tells me to come in and she's like, oh shit.
Was it Asian lady or a blonde?
It was an Asian lady.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
it was an Asian lady. And then those kids who just said something and then ran off, they were like fucking with her while she was talking to me because like they probably were like, they're like, don't go in there, like all this shit. Which like I already knew.
Well, that guy, the museum, L Ron Hubbard, that's the guy who created, who wrote the book.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, he's a science fiction writer, and so
I'm just confused on where they got all this like money from, like funding. Like that's what I'm.
So the biggest thing is it's not so much funding. I don't think they have a ton of cash. What they have is a lot of properties. So if you're tax exempt, you have to put the money to use that you have. So you can't just bank it. So they buy up properties. This is historic building. This is the first hotel in Hollywood. They bought this up and they bought up a bunch of properties. I don't think they're terribly rich.
Okay.
But since they are tax exempt and they have labor that's working for no money. If you have a company that's tax exempt and you have employees working for no money, and they're not just working 40 hours a week, they're working 110 hours a week.
That's crazy as fuck.
You're going to create a perception that you're successful. You know? It's kind of hard to fail in those circumstances.
It's all about perception,
Yeah.
I got you. All right, well, I'm going to look into it, dude. I'm not really from here. Which way should I walk?
What are you looking for? Are you looking for action? Are you looking for grittiness or...
Something interesting. Give me something.
If you haven't been that way, you should go that way. That's where it's going to be more lights and stuff like that. Like more...
All right, what was your name, bro?
William.
Michael, nice to meet you.
Take care, man.